Today we're talking about entertainment, and we're here in the capital of entertainment, Hollywood, California, just to see how they do it. Let's go.
Ever since I can remember, I have always loved entertainment. In fact, most nights I fall asleep watching a movie or a TV show with my laptop computer right next to me in bed. So you can imagine my excitement as I jetted off to Hollywood, California to see what this whole amazing and mysterious industry is all about, and to see if I could get a little piece of the action for myself. The moment the plane landed, I felt amazing. Imagine me, here, in the literal birthplace of so many famous pieces of intellectual property. Just for one moment, I felt like anything was possible. Like there was no such thing as a bad idea, and no dream too big. As long as I could dream it, I could stay focused, and I could keep motivated. For the first few days, things were great. I felt the rush of being in a new place with so many new things to see and discover. And I even ran into a few famous celebrities. But soon, things became much more difficult. If you can remember from earlier, we actually wanted to shoot our intro sequence much closer to the iconic Hollywood sign. But unfortunately, after the site was certified as a World Historical Landmark in the early 1990s, the 12 square kilometer radius around the site has been off limits except to authorized personnel. To complicate things further, hidden at several key strategic positions all over the hillside, there are tactically trained and heavily armed military combat veterans. They've all been ordered to shoot any trespasser with intent to cause maximum harm and injury. I was lucky enough to be informed about this ahead of time, so my crew and I were never really in danger, but we have taken a moment to produce an animation of what it could have looked like had we made that potentially fatal mistake. After we left the Hollywood sign, I was disappointed. I started to obsess about the peculiar history of this area, and the more I researched, the stranger things became. I discovered that most images the public sees of the famous sign and its surrounding landscape are actually complex digital 3D renders, usually taking thousands of hours to create on supercomputers that cost an unimaginable amount of money. All of these images we're so used to seeing are made off-site in studios scattered all around the world. In these overseas production facilities, skilled technical labor is usually available at a much lower cost, which ironically is a factor that enables many of Hollywood's witches and wizards to blur the lines between fantasy and reality in the entertainment they produce. I would be lying if I told you I did not come out here to Hollywood, California without at least a vague hope of finding success and never ever returning to where I came from. But just as I felt I was uncovering a new part of myself, something terrible happened. Right in the middle of our scheduled shoot, a new virus was discovered in the Wuhan area of central China. Although I thought little about it at the time, this virus would change the world forever and become what many now refer to as a global pandemic. This new virus has thrown much of society into chaos and uncertainty, and continues to do so even as I record this. My chances to potentially make new professional contacts and to pitch some of my ideas to the entertainment industry's leading artisans and pedophiles were gone. And as I returned to the terrifying panopticon of the airport, I was discouraged and confused about what to do next. But I wasn't without hope. What if, using technology, we could actually make an almost infinite amount of new movies and new TV shows without any kind of human interaction involved at all? It was unclear whether the virus would ever truly go away, and when, if ever, traditional film and television production could safely resume. So when I got back to Central Europe, where I live, I dusted off an old project, wherein I was originally trying to write an algorithm that could produce entertainment similar to movies and TV shows. Here we can see a sketch I made of a procedural loop resembling a traditional romantic comedy. All the elements are there: locations, characters, conflicts, and so forth. If I could just figure out the last few steps, I would have an artificial intelligence system capable of making an almost infinite amount of movies and TV shows, all without putting anyone at risk of contamination. Additionally, whereas films and movies have been limited to about 90 minutes in length because of legal and budgetary restrictions, my new style of movies could technically go on forever, becoming also responsive to the viewer's desires over time through a non-intrusive neural input interface.
After a few long days, I think I had cracked the code, and here's a clip of a romantic comedy the computer made.
Hello.
Hello, it is nice to meet you.
Hi. Can you help me? Where is your toilet?
Yes, I have toilet.
Hello, dog, but cook DDD.
FFFFF bubby baby. Hello.
Okay, will you go with me to restaurant, please?
Good back.
Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck.
I am upset.
Hello. Dog.
You know, now I'm not so sure. We often seek a distraction from the void, a dance, a joke, a moment of illusion. And me, I'm no exception. This moment, a time where we can briefly release the weight of our own existence and be taken away to a more fantastic world. And honestly, who can be surprised? Look at our current reality, our current apocalypse. What can be done? Do we continue to look on into the infinite pale, at our own pathetic, regurgitated reflection, at the true reality that surrounds us, growing darker in each moment? The bleak and soon-to-be scorched earth, where many people's lives have become unbearable. What can be done? Maybe now is the moment to cast down the childish fantasies and distractions of the old times and to examine yourself and your world. The rotting bricks which built the structures of oppression are beginning to crumble, and which side will you be on when they fall? I hope the change comes swiftly, and the crimes and injustices of the old times will not soon be forgotten. See you next time on The Secret.
Come take my hand and see the world around you. Let